Ala'a Ebrahim is a freelance journalist and political commentator with me now live from Damascus. Mr. Ebrahim, welcome. Now the question is, when Sergei Lavrov says that the support that the West is giving to the insurgents is dangerous, would you also describe it as such?
Well, I think it's obvious that the foreign aid to insurgents, and by foreign we mean Turkey, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, the proxies of the West to insurgents, is not only dangerous, it only warns of catastrophic results. Recently, speaking to a senior army general in the Syrian army, he told me that the terrorism Syria is fighting right now might be knocking on the doors of Europe very soon, with Istanbul and Antioch turning into a miniature of Kandahar in Afghanistan. But this is not our subject today. Our subject is the Russian stand towards Syria. If we speak about the Russian stand towards Syria, let me tell you that the factors that contributed to this political stand by Russia hasn't changed so far. And before a factor of these factors will change, I don't think the Russian stand will change. Russia supports the Syrian government. The Syrian government is still in power. They're still controlling the majority of the country, actually, with the exception of a few small areas. But that being said, the insurgent movement is gaining more weapons, is gaining more momentum, it's gaining more people are joining it from across the borders, more foreign fighters are coming in. So some people here inside Damascus are saying that the political stand and the political support Russia is offering to the government is not enough. More should be offered by the Russians.
Well, Mr. Ala'a Ebrahim, I'll just stop you here because we just heard Anders Fogh Rasmussen saying that the regime in Damascus, in his words, is a desperate regime approaching collapse. Would you agree with that?
Well, first of all, I think judging from all the field developments on the ground, I don't think the Syrian regime is desperate, and I don't think it's near collapse. But the regime is in a difficult position right now, and anyone who says otherwise is, to be the least, is not being completely honest. The thing is, I think what we are witnessing right now, we're witnessing more activity on the insurgent side. We're witnessing some kind of political stalemate between the Russians and the Americans. I think even if we take a look at the insurgents' activities inside Syria, we see that they are trying to move in the direction of Hama city. Maybe they're trying to take Hama city, which is very difficult for them, I think. So I think everyone is trying to control more areas. Everyone is trying to achieve more political gains, because there is an upcoming or an approaching political settlement sponsored by the Russians and the Americans.
Right. Thank you very much, Mr. Ala'a Ebrahim, freelance journalist and political commentator with us there live from Damascus.